What is going on, guys? Welcome back. It is Institutional here, and as you guys can see, we're over here at the Golden Gate Bridge, San Francisco. So shout out to you guys. I'm just kidding. Just wanted to use a little background because why not? Today we're gonna do a little Q&A that I shared on Instagram. It's not gonna be a really of a chart video, though. I do want to say that we did call out these buys over here were S&P over the weekend, and I mean it was very clean. You guys can just tell how from these levels, right? They're gonna use these retail. I just gonna teach you this as levels of supply and demand. So this would be supply, right? So every retail trader will be wanting to short this. What we should be looking for is again trying to long it, because they're not gonna let them continue shorting this. It's not gonna happen. So this is gonna be magnetized, and they'll basically target this for a level of a liquidity pool. They'll bring price back up higher, and you can see that even on a holiday today that we had this Monday, price has come up and grabbed all of that liquidity above. Now to the video. You guys shared me some things on my phone, so I had a little Q&A on Instagram, and I'm gonna just answer them for you guys, and we'll see where we go from there. So somebody says, do you use penny orders for entries? Like, you know that, and yes, I do. I'm trying to limit it now because there is a lot of manipulation happening with forex and index pairs as well. So what I'm trying to see is look for more confirmations when it comes to, let's say, my fair value gap. I want to see it actually reject out of it first, and then I'll get into it. So a good example of this would be like this. If you're looking at this fair value gap here, right, and you just had a pending here, you didn't really have any type of rejection under it. Price just comes up. It would have triggered you in right here, right? It would have triggered you in right here, and you would have gotten stopped out, and then they use that as a buying pool. So the burn price back down lower, and then you go up higher. And we already went over this in other videos, but if you guys want to go over that, just look at my other videos on YouTube. Vanessa Pips said, what advice can you give someone learning and working in 9 to 5? So I've been there before, but the job that I had was a little bit more hands off. So I was actually able to, you know, trade, not trade at 100%, but I was still able to trade. The advice that I'll give you is just don't trade at your 9 to 5. Try to focus now on Asian range, and that will be from anywhere from a 6 to 10. And then I would trade pairs like GBP, JPY, AUD, and USD. And then at nighttime, when Asian range does close, then I would focus on studying. So I would focus on studying, and I would trade Asian range. And what I would do is, you know, I would look for volatile news. So I would look for red folders at those time frames where there's injections of liquidity, and I can actually capitalize on that if I'm working 9 to 5. Now, if your job is more hands off, where you can actually trade, then just use Asian range to study and then trade morning session. You know, it's fine. Just even if you don't have to be hands on with it, just look at higher time frames. Try to take a trade from there and use according stops if you can't trade from the M5 all the way down to the M1. And Lion said, are you mainly a forex trader? Well, yes, I'm only a forex trader, but I only trade index pairs now. When we get to the next quarter 4, maybe I'll be switching back to forex pairs. But as of now, the volatility is very high. You know, we increased rates to 0.75. There's a lot of things happening around the world, so index pairs are going to keep moving how they're moving, and it's just, why not trade that? You know, why go to a pair that has a lot of manipulation like your USD and just focus on index pairs? Somebody said, I really like your photos, I want to download these. So I'm making a website, and then when I make the website, there's gonna have a Discord server where you guys will be able to actually have all my artwork, and then you guys can download it all from there. And somebody said, why did you stop trading Bastian Told said, why did you stop trading US30 and switch to S&P? And the reason why I switched to US30 is because the same reason as I switched with forex pairs is because US30 has a lot of manipulation. It's one of the most traded pairs in the forex industry. So when that does happen, you're gonna have a lot of manipulation happening, right? Your levels will work, but they also won't work. So what do I mean by that? I mean, like, if you have a level or a POI here, right, and price comes down to it, from time to time it won't reject it. It will actually give you that manipulation, and then it will come up higher, and then you can capitalize from that. But most of the time, even when you have that, it will double grab that, and then it will continue going higher. So I don't like to trade like that. You know, it's what happens a lot with forex pairs. I like to just have my POI. I like for it to get met, and then after that, just continue going higher. You know, I don't like for price to come back down and give me manipulation, because knowing that you're in the right side of the trade and then getting stopped out once or twice, and then price goes your way is not really fun as a forex trader. It's kind of frustrating, you know. So I try to stay away from that, and then I saw that we don't really get that with US 500 or NASDAQ. So that's why I switched to S&P and NASDAQ. SS1 said, can you make prints of your art? I want to hang some of it up at my house. That's a good idea. I might in the future. Yo G Andrei Singh, I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, said, tell me for a YouTube channel for trading. Well, mine, first of all, strong money pedigree. The second one will be ICTs, of course. I'm just kidding. The first one will be ICTs. The second one will be mine. And the third one will be with my good friend Kimo, which is a YouTube channel is Unforeseen Knowledge. So if you guys haven't seen that, go look at that. He's a very good trader, and I just love the work he does. He's good with psychology as well, so follow him. We also have the OT Trader. He's very good as well. His live streams are pretty cool. And we have my other friend, Dr. Dollar, which he also does live streams. He trades a little bit different than us, but he's still killing it nonetheless. How long did it take you to master your trading strategy and become profitable? Steve Booman Crash said. So it's taken me 5 years. I've been trading for 5 years. So it's taken me around 4 years and like 3 years / 4 years and a half. You know, I've been profitable for 1.5 years now. So quite a while, but it's worth it. You know, it's been worth it. My profits are small, but losses are big. How to manage this? Risk management, guys. Just how you manage that is just don't over leverage. What I can tell you guys to do is try to stick to a risk parameter all the time. So try to stick to 1 to 3s, 1 to 4s, 1 to 5. Doesn't matter if your trade can be a huge L1 to 10. Those majority of the time they will not hit. So focus on those 1 to 3s, 1 to 4s. Those hit a lot. And if you're able to trade like that every single day, you know, you're able to get some nice money from the market. Why don't you have a logo? Well, I do have a logo. It's on my YouTube channel and my Telegram channel. You work on your art while waiting for trade setups. Oh, I don't work on my art while waiting for trade setups. I work on my art at night when there's no more trades. So I trade in the morning, and then at night is when I actually start working on my art. Trying to keep going, unable to grow account, but no development, but still pushing. And that's the goal, man. If you guys, the first goal should be to be a break-even trader. You know, after you get to break-even trader, then go ahead and keep pushing. But as long as you are a break-even trader, you're already reaching that first step. You're reaching that first milestone. So keep it going, and eventually you will get there. Can someone really transform a small account to a large account, like $100 to 1K or something like that? Well, you see, it's doable, but it's gonna be hard. First of all, you're gonna be over leveraging probably every single trade, so you can't really take losing trades. And second of all, it's a headache, so I wouldn't really do that. What I would do is I would try to save up money and buy myself an account. You know, $100 you could buy yourself a 20K my forex account. So I believe that's more than enough. And with $500 you can buy yourself a 100K my forex account. So just save up money. You know, if you have $100, you have $400 to get there. Save up money, take the challenge, and a 10% of that is already $8,000. The first withdrawal for my forex funds is 75%, so you will get 7.5, but they give you the refund back, so it's $500. So you basically get that 10%, you know. So I would focus on getting that that 100K account or 50K or 25K. You know, I wouldn't really focus on going to small accounts. It's just a headache, and you're going to be over leveraging a lot if you really want to grow that. What strategy are you using? Where can I start learning it? So I'm using fair value gap, smart money concepts, and when you can start learning that, it's from the creator himself, ICT. But you could also follow my YouTube channel. I try to simplify things as much as possible. And like I said, I'm going to be doing a website soon where it's going to have a Discord server. It's going to have a little bit more in depth as far as charts go. It's going to have a little bit more in depth about like guidance, you know, A3C stuff, more in depth into that. So stay tuned for that. Contenido en español, jaja. Eso también va a venir pronto. Estoy trabajando en eso y también va a ser algo que va a tener en la página web. Entonces, sooner than later, I will be dropping some Spanish content. You think you can trade for 10 more years, or are you unsure? 100%. I don't think trading is going anywhere. I know ICT has had a lot of stuff on his space, but I don't think that we're really going anywhere, you know? I think that will cause a really bad thing with the entire world. So I don't think that trading will just disappear, or, you know, how he said it. How old are you and when did you start Forex? So I'm 23 years old. And I started in 2017. So I believe I was around like 18/19, that's when I started. I had just dropped out of college. Then I went back and then I dropped out again. But yeah, I mean, we have to get into that journey. I think we already have, but we'll go over it again another time. No questions. Wanted to say your vids are educative and simple. I appreciate that. What are your thoughts on online traders, real or just marketing? A little bit of both. You know, some people are real, some people do trade and they do actually make money. So there's a lot of people that I can say that they are doing it. You know, like Dr. Dollar is a good example. He doesn't really show much. He's a good example of a person that can trade. Kimo is a really good trader. I believe he doesn't live in Miami anymore, but, you know, really good trader. Raul is a very good trader as well. He is a little bit more of a, you know, flexing perspective, but he's a very good trader. So why shouldn't he? You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of traders that do no hate on any trader, to say the least, but some of them are marketing. As far as what I can tell you, marketers are more like people that are in like I am, stuff like that. Those people obviously are marketing because they want you to join their networking stuff, you know, their pyramid stuff that they do, pyramid scheme, whatever you guys want to call it. So those people, of course, are marketing, but it's for a reason. You know what I'm saying? They're not really traders. As far as traders goes and marketing, some of them do trade, some of them do just want signups. Some of them do both, you know, so it doesn't really matter. It's whatever you take into it. Some of them, you know, just are really good teachers, but can't trade. There's a lot that happens a lot, you know, people that can really teach and you can actually gain a little bit of knowledge from them, but they just can't trade. So they'll just become teachers. I know it might not make sense, but some people are like that. But, you know, take it as you want it. Follow who you think delivers you the best knowledge. And if it works for you, it works for you. If it doesn't, then just move on. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, what I can tell you to do is just focus on your own. Don't really look at any other trader. Don't look at me, don't look at anybody else. I don't, you know, of course, yes, you could see my growth and, you know, follow my trades and do what you want with me, but try to have your own journey. You know, if you want to learn from me, that's fine. If you want to learn from Dr. Dollar, that's fine. If you want to learn from the role, that's fine. But just understand that our journeys are different from yours. So, you know, take your time and you might have to switch a couple styles. I've been through a lot, guys. I've been through support and resistance. I've been through trend lines. I've been through Fibonacci's, right? I even tried to do indicators for a while. And I mean, you guys can see my charts now. There's not really indicators. This indicator that's here is just Asian session and London range. So yeah, this isn't really an indicator, but I don't really have anything here. The only thing that I trade now is just strict price price action, SMC, and that's about it, you know. So yeah, why is your page so amazing? And educational videos you keep at same point. I appreciate it, bro. I try to just keep it real with you guys. You know, show that art is also implemented with trading and just show you guys the journey, you know. Everybody wants to see a journey. I try to show you guys that journey as well. You're kind of anonymous. Tell us a little about yourself. I mean, anything. Well, I'm not anonymous. You know, I go live probably every day, but what I can tell you is, you know, I'm 23 years old, full-time forex trader. That's about it. I don't know what else to kind of drop for that. We're really trading over here. That's what I can tell you guys. We love art and we love implementing art to the charts. I'm 24. Any advice for 24? Well, 1 year older than me. Just keep it going, bro. You have your entire life ahead. You have more than enough time to keep it going. Just try to save up some money and keep grinding. You'll get there, bro. I promise you, you'll get there. How do fundamentals affect trading? So I don't believe they affect trading. I believe they're just injections of liquidity, because there can be, you know, like when we cut rates a couple weeks ago, or when they were gonna increase rates, everybody was looking for the shorts and price flew. And that just happens because it's just an injection of liquidity. And when everybody is one-sided with sentiment, they will fake out price. So they'll either do the opposite of it and then it will go down. So yes, news affect trading, fundamentals affect trading for a long-term bias. So long-term bias, we are short of US 500 and we're index pairs because the increase rate is 0.75. But short-term, you can see our price goes up higher. And why is that? Because the liquidity is sitting above. And research traders are going to want to be looking to short this, and they're going to have that quote-unquote context that they increase rates. So if they don't understand liquidity and structure overall, it's still not going to work. So yes, you can have a overall view of what the fundamental news is going to inject for that day, but majority of the time I'll do the opposite, and then I'll follow the trend, or I'll follow the overall structure when it has grabbed the liquidity when they switch sentiment. You know, if retail trader is long, they're going to want to go short. If retail trader is short, they're going to want to go long. There will be that 20% of the time that they'll actually follow the retail trader. That's just how the algorithm works. So you can stay trapped in. You know, think about it like a casino, right? You win once and you lose 9 times, but that one time that you won, you're like, damn, I want to keep it going. And that happens with trading as well. You know, you win once with your support and resistance, and you think that's your do it all, grave it all, and then it won't work. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way their trading is. They want to keep you in even if you are not profitable. And that's the reason why you stay in, even if you're not profitable. But it's not to dig at you, it's just to tell you that, you know, you're trading the wrong way. Try to see your mistakes, journey your trades, and keep it going. How many pairs do you watch per day, and what do you recommend? I only watch 2 pairs per day, and I only trade one majority of the time, so US 500 and NASDAQ. What I recommend you guys is just to stick to 2 pairs. And if you're trading forex pairs, stick to, you know, like a 3-pair strategy. So what you could do is you could do EURUSD, JPUSD, and DXY. You know, DXY would be your inverse correlation. NCDUSD, AUDUSD, and DXY. I wouldn't really focus on JPY pairs. And if you do that, that'll only be for Asian range. And if you do that, it'll be like GJ, AJ, and EJ, and I would focus on those for correlation, you know, where I can look for SMT, where that is if AJ made a higher high and EJ made a lower high, I know that EJ is weaker, so I should be looking at short GJ pairs because we had a little bit of a SMT divergence there, you know. So yeah, guys, I think that's it for today with our little Q&A. I hope you guys learned a little bit from it, and you guys learn a little bit about how I look at charts. I mean, I guess I'm gonna look at charts, but just answered some of the questions that you guys had for me. I'll be doing more of these. And yeah, just let me know what you guys thought about it, if you guys liked it, if you guys want more, what type of videos you guys want as well. Safe trading, guys, and I will see you guys in the next one. All right, take it easy, guys.